Old friends, new friends, everything in between, today in our news right here, right now. Greetings fellow heads and welcome to romrom.net, the channel sharing the joy of sim racing, and to our regular news roundup, where we tell you all that's new in the world of sim racing, racing games and anything else of interest to petrolheads in all things digital. My name is Serta and I will be your host for this video. If you have any news for us, be it a sim racing league, a different sim racing event or any other news that you think fit here, send us a mail to news@romrom.net. That's news@romrom.net. Today we've got news about old friends like Raceroom and Assetto Corsa Competizione and new friends like F1 2020, SnowRunner and any friends we may have thanks to the Steam summer sale, and of course many other news. Before we get to that, remember that if you want to be informed about new videos, click subscribe and also click on the bell and become part of the ever-growing RomRom family. It's that time of the year again where Raceroom has a big sale. Most tracks and vehicles are reduced by 50%, many packs by 25%, and some packs like the Ultimate Pack, comprised of all the content Raceroom Racing Experience has to offer, even by over 90%. Now, don't go and buy it with fresh money, there's a completely legal trick how you can save even more money. Head over to the Raceroom store and buy yourself some VRP, virtual race points. They should be discounted. Buy the VRP pack that best fits the price of what you want to buy on Raceroom. For example, the premium pack costs you 7,499 VRP at the moment, so the pack with 7,500 VRPs fits like a glove. Clever these Raceroom guys, huh? In the example I just talked about, instead of paying 85 euro, you will pay 50 euro. Nice, innit? We can recommend Raceroom Racing Experience wholeheartedly as a sim, and I even did a video back in the day of what I love about it. See the link up there. Now, the pricing policy sucks big time, but at least there's a way around it. Pay with discounted VRPs, buy only on sales like this. And while we're at it, Sector 3 did a big update this week. Unluckily, together with the update and a hotfix, a server decided to quit and left us 24 hours without Raceroom, but that's another story. Hey Sector 3, if you need some consulting setting up redundant systems, give me a yell. Mostly it had to do with changing gear ratios in many of the cars and changing AI behavior, hopefully for the better. But they also changed many things in the suspension of the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup. Furthermore, there have been changes in the dedicated server with regards to penalties and session restarts. Oh, and tons upon tons of cars and tracks have been tweaked. In preparation for the next update, the developers of SnowRunner have set up the test server once again, including a tool to develop your own map. For those of you who have already finished the game, first of all my appreciation, as I'm still in Michigan, but at least starting the third map. But back to the developers, as soon as the changes are live in the main branch, you will be able to load modded maps and get completely new challenges. Apart from this enormous game changer, see what I did there, the new version plans to patch some achievements which for some players could not be reached even when they had done everything right, will update the cargo icons, hopefully making them easier to discern, and will bring up a pop-up in the map showing the available cargo. For those of us that own the Seasons Pass or bought the DLC, it will bring Lake Coft, a new map in the new Kola Peninsula region, new trucks and skins, and a mobile watchtower add-on, which sounds interesting. We'll be sure to check that out. If you want to test and get a preview of this patch, you have to download and install the SnowRunner public test version that you can see in your Epic Game Store library. Project Cars 3 will come out on August 28 on PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC Digital. It won't have pit stops, tire degradation or fuel consumption, and overall seems to go the arcade route, making a 180 turn from what Project Cars was meant to be. We get it, the likes of Need for Speed, Forza or even Codemaster's own Grid surely sold more than Assetto Corsa ever did. But we definitely can't stop calling it a simulator, no matter what the marketing blah blah is trying to push down some gullible throats. It's here at last! Portland International Raceway is now part of rFactor 2 and it's for free. You'll find it in the workshop where you have to subscribe to it. Next time you start rFactor 2, it'll be downloaded just like any other mod in the workshop. Also, Silverstone has been updated and revised, and Studio 397 worked on the GTE cars, so incidents like in the virtual 24 hours of Le Mans don't happen again, as well as based on data they collected from all cars. Codemasters have released details about the My Team concept in F1 2020. Within this mode, you will build up the 11th team inside of the game, first choosing your appearance and your livery, then picking a team sponsor and a power unit supplier, taking the role of team boss and one of two drivers in the team. Over time, as with any management game, your goal will be to build up your own F1 facilities. As introduced already in F1 2019, you will talk to the media and your responses will have an impact on your team and on the perception of your team from outside. You will also have to manage the team during off-racing time, and your allocation of resources will have an impact on the car when on track, but also in different places, as time allocated for the team to improve the car, or in case of the pilots themselves, will make them unavailable to take care of sponsors and vice versa. It also introduces a player market you will need to use for choosing your second driver out of the F1 and F2 real-life rosters. And while the idea was to change the stats of the drivers based on the real-life performances, I guess this idea will have to wait until there are some races on track, unless they want to input the real-life performance of some of the drivers in Simracing. Sounds as if they have taken the good ideas of games like Motorsport Manager and similar and added some of their own. Let's see how it plays out. In further news, Codemasters have stated they will not include any tracks coming to the 2020 F1 season added to the calendar because of the COVID restrictions. It's a bummer for sure, but we can understand the reasoning. On the other hand, they could surely recycle the tracks as they surely are in their old code. They have been recycling everything else within the game franchise anyway. Here it is again, as every year, regaling sinners and saints with reduced prices for their favorite pastime. We already gave you our 5-ish recommendations, see the link up there. This is now a quick list of what may interest you. Euro Truck Simulator 2 is at €4.99, so €5 USD with many reduced DLCs. American Truck Simulator, also €5 USD, also many reduced DLCs. BeamNG Drive 1833, Dirt 4 524 and also reduced DLCs. Gravel €8 USD, yep, DLCs also reduced. WRC 7 €6 USD. Car Mechanic Simulation €9 USD, and yes, reduced DLCs. The Crew 2 €12.50 USD, and here it's more than enough if you buy only the base game. Dirt Rally 2 €8.50 USD, and also bundles and DLCs reduced. NASCAR Heat 4 €6.24 or USD, DLCs check. Assetto Corsa Ultimate Edition €9.93. If you buy this bundle, you will get all DLCs. Assetto Corsa Competizione €24 USD, the one DLC for now, also reduced. Automobilista Ultimate Edition $13.50. This includes all DLCs. F1 2019 €12 USD 49. Kartcraft €12 USD 59, rFactor 2 €15 USD. The DLCs have not been reduced as far as we can see. Wreckfest €16, the DLC and Season Pass also reduced. Assetto Corsa Competizione came out for consoles last week with some reports of at least the PS4 version delivering only 30 FPS by design and a tremendous lag on both consoles. Depending on who you talk to, it's 0.25 to 0.5 seconds, which for sim racing is a lot. Kunos have acknowledged they are looking into it. Those of you who pre-ordered it for Xbox One as digital or physical version and PlayStation 4 as physical version will receive the Intercontinental GT pack for free, as will those purchasing it digitally on PlayStation Store until July the 7th. Also, the GT4 pack DLC will come out on August 24th, but it seems Kunos could not secure the license for Mustang, as this GT4 car will be missing from the roster. See the list of cars announced on this video. The only thing left for me to announce is there's more videos sharing the joy of sim racing in our channel, so check the playlist to the left or the video to the right. Until next time, save fuel, collect pickup, and we'll see each other at the podium.
Visit romrom.net to connect to fellow sim racers and sim racing fans.